Marco, what is going on, brother? This is Nick O'Neill here with Leo Digital SEO, man. Hope you're having a great day, brother. Appreciate you for reaching out on Facebook. I've got this video here for your company, Exquisite Concrete and Epoxy Floors, man. And it's going to have 3 points of content. And it's going to have 3 points for you. One of those is going to be content, another backlinks, and another citations. Then I'll show you the opportunity of taking these steps for your business and why they're going to be so important for you to get those desired results. So I know that you don't have a website up right now, brother. So we're going to use the top competition over there for you. And that's going to be Hartford Epoxy Floorings. They are the top competition right now. So that is what we're going to use, as you can see right here. So first things first is content. And generally Google likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words. Now that's depending on competition and the number of keywords needed. If you're asking what a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google when they're looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place these keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website found for, right? So a couple keyword examples might be epoxy coatings, Hartford, or stained concrete, Hartford, Connecticut, polished concrete, Hartford, Connecticut, and the list goes on and on and on, right? So let's go ahead and put your top competition in a word counter. Let's just go ahead and see how they stack up. So they got about 868 words. You're going to want to get that up to 1,500 words. One, because Google doesn't consider your website authority until you hit that 1,500 mark. So they're not going to go through your website to see what customers they really need to send your way. And number two is you're going to want enough content for those keywords that I'm about to show you. So if we go over here to tool errors that I have, I use and pay for monthly. It gives me more in-depth data on websites and competitions websites. There are free tools out there that you can use yourself. This is just what I go with, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at these keywords. We got Hartford epoxy flooring in here. We can go ahead and see what keywords they're being picked up for, right? So epoxy flooring, Hartford, Connecticut. That would be just one keyword. These are all separate keywords, but that would just be one keyword. We see that 30 people are searching for that monthly. And then this is going to be keyword difficulty. So it's going to be on a scale of 0 to 100. And basically, the higher this is, the harder and longer it's going to take for you to rank for it. And the lower it is, the easier and faster it's going to be to rank organically for it. So when I say rank for it, that's going to be showing up in this spot right here when someone puts in epoxy flooring Hartford, Connecticut, right? So then this is the traffic they're getting to their website a month from it. And then this is the position that they're in on Google. Now let's go ahead to that second point that I'm going to have for you, and that's going to be a backlink. Now, when you get that website up, you're going to want to get some backlinks to it, and a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another, or in this case, when you get your website up, it's going to be one website linking back to Exquisite Concrete and Epoxy Coatings websites, right? So these links, they act like an endorsement of your website from others, and Google basically uses this to build trust in your website by seeing other websites, pointing back to it, linking to it, and, vouching for it. The best example that I can give of this is in Google's eyes, it's literally like a popularity contest where the person who has the most websites pointing back to their website is winning that popularity contest. So if we go over here into my tool errors, we see that they have 35 backlinks and only 14 other websites pointing back to their page. So they're not, to be honest with you, they're not doing too much on this side of it, but yet they're still at the top of the rankings. So they are winning that quote unquote popularity contest though. So, but very easy to beat out from what I'm seeing right now, but not doing too much on their end for it. I guess that's because they don't have that much competition. Let's go on to this last point that I'm going to have for you, right? And let's go ahead and take a look at the Google Map Pack sections. It's going to be a citation. Now, a citation is anywhere your business name, address, and phone number is exactly as it's shown right here. I don't know if you have one set up yet, but if you don't, you're going to want to go ahead and get a Google Business profile set up. Very, very, very important for you, especially in the short run when you're trying to get everything set up to drive in that business. So back to the citations, right? The citations, they help you rank in this Google Map Pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since they do generate huge amounts of revenue. If someone were to type in epoxy floor in Hartford, Connecticut, you'd want to be in this top 3 section right here, right? Nobody's going to click more businesses or go to page 2 or 3 to get services from those pages. So These citations, they're included in directories like Yelp, Angie's, Expertise, BBB, and there's hundreds of others I'm sure you may have heard of. Social media accounts are great as well. For an example, if you have a Facebook page, right, your Facebook business page, on that Facebook business page, you would want to put your business name, address, and phone number exactly as it's shown right here on that Facebook business page. And Google would read that and count that as one citation. So then you have Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, list goes on and on and on. But you get the idea. And so the idea is that your brand begins to be found all over the internet by Google because they constantly have bots that crawl the web to see whose presence is felt most compared to their competitors. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google begins to trust you and your website. And once they start to see you more often, these cats right here, then the more likely it is they're going to rank you above them, which I can go ahead and say right now, get that Google business profile up, get those reviews up to, about 15 and those citations up as much as you can, and you will have no problem in showing up in the top 3 right here. So let's do a quick recap. Once you start to get that content up of 1,500 to 2,000 words, you're putting in those keywords that I was telling you about, right? And then next, you're getting those backlinks into your website. You're getting those other websites pointing back to you, and you're starting to win that quote unquote popularity contest. But last but not least, you're getting that Google business page up. You're getting those citations and those reviews up. Well, let's take a look at why it could be so profitable for you in your area over there at Hartford, Connecticut. So we got Hartford epoxy flooring, and even with them doing a, not so great job, they're getting about 10 people to their website a month just off of those 3 points alone. And as you can see, they're not doing that much on any of those points. So to give you a better idea of what your traffic would look like if you were doing all of this, up to par, up to standard that I hold the standard to, we can see that, just for epoxy flooring services, 150 people go there. Concrete repair, 50. Epoxy flooring Connecticut, 60, 30. So let's just say that you have, out of all of that, you're ranking on the top of the page, right? You've got about, let's say 150 people coming to your website a month. Let's say of those 150 people who visit your website, let's say only 40 actually decide to pick up the phone for your services, right? Then after that, your team really only closes even half of that. So then you got about 20 people, or in this case, 20 new jobs a month, basically off of doing these 3 points alone that we talked about. I'm not too sure what your business, profit margins are, but I would imagine that 10 to 20 new jobs a month would guarantee some good revenue and some good profit into your pockets. And so, yeah, Marco, this is what I do for a living, brother. And I am making this video in hopes to start generating some more leads online, man. If you do find yourself wanting more to start continuing scaling the business, feel free to reach out, brother. I can help you with some more information, or we can just talk about the goals of the business, and I can do some research to see what could be realistic to reach those goals. I do just ask for one line of feedback on this video. Maybe something wasn't clear. Maybe I can do better in one area of it, or maybe it was just great. Let me know what you thought of this video. Again, my name is Nick O'Neill. Feel free to reach out. My door is always open, brother. You can hit me back on messengers or at my cell at 832-728-9003. Hope you have a blessed Monday, man, and hope you have a good rest of your week. Let me know what you thought of it, brother. Thank you.